Do you make security guard shirts, and what are a couple things to keep in mind when someone's producing security guard shirts?
Again, you would want the shirt to have to look like a crisp uniform shirt. So many times we'll put stitch pleats in it so that it will look like it's freshly pressed. It'll probably be a high content polyester, so it's easy to wash and it looks good. There's probably a stain release on there, so the shirt's going to be cleaned without much problem, and the guards look acceptable. You also want to be conscious in the uniform business throughout of color consistency. That a normal consumer or a person looking at the uniform people may not recognize this, but the blue shirts all need to be the same kind of blue. That's what we assume that's going to be the case. But it's our job to assure that the textiles and the fabric are manufactured according to color standards, and we use digital photography equipment and to make sure that the color is falling within a certain acceptable range so that the uniforms look uniform. It's kind of a trite saying, but it's something that's expected and needs to be monitored.
And you mentioned security guard. Is that really the same thing? I know you've manufactured uniforms for correctional facilities as well. Is
Yes.
that a similar type of garment?
Yes, they're very similar. Whether it's for an official police department, or we work for the state of Georgia and the prison systems, Louisiana State, Cincinnati, Missouri, different municipalities, New Jersey, Pennsylvania State Police, where they have different requirements for the construction of the garment. In Los Angeles, they use wool products for their shirts, which seem to be comfortable even in the heat there. So it's really a question of tradition, and also for cost and for convenience and the performance of the garment of what they're supposed to do today. So whether it goes to a prison guard or a police officer, it's really the style that the organization is adopting. And uniforms do change, and you'll see different looks, and it's important to remember that there's not one standard product, that a police department is going to have a number of different uniforms, from SWAT uniforms to somebody at a desk, to difference between officers and the patrol people. So that's important to understand that there are different requirements.